G'day everyone. I'm just going to do a video on the old plastic stocks. Yeah, alright. So this one's already been painted. I did a camouflage job on it. I thought I might just do a quick video on how to paint these up. Like wood instead of camo. Because wood looks a lot better. I'll be using oil paints, but you can use acrylics. I'm sure it will still work the same. So we're going to go for a, I don't know, a dark browny red. So I'll just get a couple of colours out and see how we go. So that's quite light. That's not what I was expecting. So we'll add a bit of darkness to that, a bit of black. Oh, that's broken. Still got some paint in it though. Oh. And just touch red as well. So I like a bit of red in the wood. Doesn't look bad. I'm just going to use a little fan brush. This one's pretty buggered. But yeah, also we'll add a little bit of black. I don't know if you can see that there, but yeah, that's darkening up a bit red. See how we go. See, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, I might make that a touch darker and a touch more red. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's something more I'm after. So, let's see how it just looks on the plastic. I probably got a little bit too much on the brush there, but yeah, so I'm just gonna, there we go. Could have taken that black bit off, but I'm not really that fussed. I'll just be careful around there, so just, yeah, no, this brush is pretty well knackered. I have to quickly grab another one. What have I got here? I've got some thinner brushes here, but I might cheat a bit. I could use a sponge. I'm actually going to use a bit of paper towel. Alright, so this has already been painted, so it's got a fairly thick coat already. So just a nice little light coating of that over it. I'll just do one side at a time, or just this end bit, just to show you how to do it, rather than making you all sit here and watch this go for hours on end. But if you want to see a full video of me doing it, let us know. Alright, so that's the brown. I don't know if you can see that. I could make a little darker, add a little more black, a little bit more redder. We'll just go for that just for now for this demo. And then we'll go that same colour, but we'll put some more black into it. Like some jet black. Right, yeah. Maybe a little bit of brown into it so it's not so black. But really quite dark. Alright, wipe the excess off. Now with this, you're just going to do your wood lines. Now you can just go keep them straight across. Make sure they're all imperfect. Paint real quick, load the brush up. Yeah, that needs to be a lot thicker. Obviously when you're doing oils, you always got to do thick on thin. So whatever you're putting on top of your wet paint, or wet on wet, yeah, that needs to be darker. Just got to like keep loading the brush up. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it's better if it's not. Alright. I think you get the gist of the idea. You can even, with the brush, as you're going along, you can even put like a circle through there and follow that through. Maybe you just have a little knot in there or something. I mean, it's completely up to you. You can have the going down that way, whatever you want. Completely different colours. But that's looking really shit at the moment. Let's see if we can bring it back a bit. Yeah, it's probably a bit too thick. You probably want to go a little bit thinner with the wood, but yeah, I might even rub that off and start again. That's the beauty with painting. I've got some terps here. If you're not happy with it, you just wipe it off. A bit of terps, wipe it all off. Start again. I'll put a bit of terps in there just to thin it off. And that's going to be darker anyway, so if I load that up with a bit, I might just darken that, a bit of red. Let's fuck around and find out. Hard to match the paints, they say. Well, that's really red, isn't it? Let's get that darker again. Alright, let's see if we go with that. Well, that's looking better. I might just do the whole thing while I'm here. You can still see the camo through it a bit. Might have to do a couple of layers. Okay. I think I will go for the brown for now anyway. It's going to look a bit like wood with the textures just because of this paper towel. It's rough and it's got spots. I'll do both sides. So I hope this has helped someone out there if they wanted to do it. Even though I've stuffed up, that's part of learning, isn't it? Making mistakes. That's how we learn. Oh, that's looking better already. I should probably have gloves on using oil, but I'll just use bits of herbs. So the dreaded plastic, eh? Nope. Catch came out. Might just keep that separate anyway. Try and get it everywhere so it's uniformed. Yeah, so we'll need a couple more layers, but you can see how I've done it there. You can see it's already getting sort of like a woody mark there. You can see the chem underneath, but if I just keep on laying it, a bit more paint, probably a lot less terps, we might quickly give that a go. So I'm quite happy with that. Maybe a little more brown. We've got red there, we've got black there, just maybe touch this brown with that. Just muck around until you're happy with the colour. That's a lot thicker now. That's a bit lighter. And we'll just go with that with a few different colours coming through. See the little light brown coming through as well. Muck around and find out. But yeah, it just needs a bit more paint to give it a layer, some layers. And then with oils, you go put in a warm spot and it's going to take a while to dry. So I'd probably recommend doing it in acrylic paints and not oils. But it's what I've got. It's what I like using. So bugger it. Yeah, so it's all personal choice with your colours. Keep making until you go. If you don't like it, take it off. Just put another layer on it. Simple as that. I'm just going around the edges. Just like to show you in here. This is where I put the 5-glass resin in for all my rifles that I don't use for hunting, that I use for long range. And it just stiffens up this bit, especially like with the Ruger American, having put in there. And you can fill this whole thing up with epoxy to make it heavier. Obviously not good for having it that heavy for a hunting rifle, but for recoil down at the range, a little thing. But cut them out so the epoxy all goes in together and joins as one. Otherwise you'll just have little pockets in there, and as it flexes they pop out and it's just not the same. It doesn't work. So all right, So there we go. One layer. I'll come back in a couple of hours and do a couple more. Alright, cheers guys. If you like that, you want any, see me doing more of this stuff or less of this stuff, or let us know. Alright, cheers. See ya.